Are you keeping your promises when it comes to your email subject lines? What I mean by that is, are you aligning the content that's in your email and the promise you initially made when you got people on your list with the subject that you're sending out in your weekly or monthly newsletter? It's really, really easy to make this mistake. And I tell you, I'm good at this stuff. And I did it just last week with our online empowerment formula newsletter. And what I decided to do was go big and go broad. I don't remember the exact subject line that I used, but it was well written. It was something along the lines of the 2 biggest mistakes you're making that mean your business is going to take a dip. Shorter than that, but I didn't look it up before I jumped on camera. At any rate, it was a decent subject line. If I was a business coach, but I'm not. I am one of the online empowerment gals. And the way that we got people interested in what we have to say is by offering a website first formula for boosting your online presence. Yeah, babe. And we were not following our promises. And that's enough to make a little girl cry, right? So ultimately, the email in question actually offered some really great content that was definitely aligned with our business vision. We talked about some Google Analytics, talked about really watching your open statistics and your click rates on your email newsletter. This is stuff that online empowerment's known for. We're not necessarily known for great sweeping business advice. We know a lot about running a business. We know a lot about running our business, but we're not making our way in the marketplace and we're not making our money based on giving broad business advice. So, how do you avoid this? You focus on the initial promise you made to your list, and you focus on the promise that's made and you want to keep within the content of the message. Focus on the narrow, the specific, the important, not the great sweeping idea, because you're trying to appeal to everybody on your list and get them to open it. Because I'm sure you've heard that line, when you appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one. And that's certainly true when you're thinking about your overall business message, when you're thinking about your marketing, and it's when you get down to that micro level of those key 60 characters you're using to entice people to open up an email. And by the way, this is also true in your personal messages. This isn't just as part of your great marketing strategy. When you're writing a business message, don't necessarily go with something broad and innocuous. Checking in. God, I do that all the time. I just sent an email that I said that. But really, what I should have said was checking in on how you feel about your newest website launch. This was a client I'd done some work for, hadn't been in touch since before the baby was born. I really would have done her a service to let her know what was going to be in that message. Is it something that she was going to need to read right away when she's on her phone picking up her kids? Could she put it off till tomorrow? Not that she's going to put me off. We're great colleagues, but it helps. Wouldn't you appreciate someone doing that for you and really kind of helping you order your email box without you having to go through and click through? So I do invite you to hone in on what your message is, what your content sweet spot is, how you're going to make your money, and share information with people based on that with an honest promise of, I'm going to give you something really great and worth reading. This is what it is. And give them the treat when they open that email. So I do hope that you'll find us over at onlineempowermentformula.com. And I will check in with you next week with baby girl with my next video. Be well.